All right, Julie, we are downtown Prior Lake. We just finished up looking at that beautiful modern farmhouse just a few miles away, and now we're here to check out Boathouse Brothers Brewing. I'm excited to check this place out.
Julie, Daniel, I'm Kevin, one of the owners at Boathouse Brothers Brewing Company. Why don't you guys come in and we'll check out the brewery.
Good to see you.
Well, as you can see, we do have definitely the lake theme. Our bar is a dock.
I like it. I see the propeller there under the bar too.
Absolutely. So that actually is a back end of a boat that we tried to simulate with our tap tower.
I love it. Love it. Love this. So those are all the floaty key things for the
Absolutely.
tabs? I love it.
We're a sucker for a theme.
One of our best places here is our pontoon boat lounge. So if you guys want to come down here, we have a nice pontoon boat that everybody can lounge at. We got garage doors, so on a super nice day, we can raise them up and you get that feel of just being out in the lake.
I love it. It does feel like I'm at a cabin lake type experience here and sitting on the boat. You got a steering wheel.
You can captain and drive the boat.
I love it. Can we go in the back and see what you got going on back there?
Absolutely. So if we come over here, we kind of have our beer hall. We call this a beer hall. We rent it out for parties, birthday parties, retirement parties, really any kind of party you'd like. And it's big enough that you can fit about 60 or so people. We have our boat seats and our boat tables. We have the growlers from a bunch of other breweries that we like and
all the competition.
Well, we don't really like to call it competition. We like to say it's co-opetition. We cooperate and we compete, but really, we all have different types of beers and different styles, so you're not really competing directly, but you're cooperating with the whole brewing community.
That's awesome. That's really the way to do it.
So obviously it's in the morning, we don't have any customers, so we're washing kegs, we're transferring beer between all the fermenters and whatnot, getting things ready to get put on tap. And if we just take a quick peek in here, watch your step, we're actually in the process of getting started to brew. So we have our brew kettles and everything like that. So this is kind of where we start the process.
I'm loving this. I like the way this feels back here. Everything's nice and clean. I love all the stainless.
Yep.
I even like all the stickers.
Absolutely. We need to represent everybody in the community.
So we just saw where the magic happens. Now let's go taste some magic.
Absolutely. Let's go.
After you. All right, Emmett, the floor is yours. Tell me more about the food trucks, because I love a good food truck for sure.
Oh, absolutely. You don't get a body like this off just beer. You gotta also add the cuisine side of it. We focus on the beer, but that's why we have so much of it, is that there's a variety to match up with a whole smorgasbord of different trucks that rotate through. Any given month, we probably have 15 to 20 different trucks that'll roll through. But it's always nice to have some of the returning ones that people know and love, and also giving people a reason to come out and try something new too. So the city's been great to work with as far as scheduling trucks out front and making sure that we can have space for them to pull up out front. There's a couple that are operated right out of here in Prior Lake too. If somebody's dream isn't owning a brewery and it's making their own kitchen, maybe put it on wheels. And there's a couple of guys around here too that would attest to that being their dream.
I love food trucks. There's a food truck pavilion at one of the places we frequent, and I love the options of all the different flavors at food trucks. And then you add some yummy beers, and it's pretty hard to beat.
Truly, roll it in. Kitchen on wheels pairs well with anything going in the glass, right?
Absolutely. Gentlemen, I've been told you guys have some huge hearts and you donate a lot of money to charity. Tell me a little bit about the charities you're doing.
Well, we help a lot of local programs. Close to our hearts is the Prior Lake Savage Optimist Club. They do our pull tabs. They were even kind enough to get us our own Boathouse Brothers pull tabs game, which is fun. And then they run our tri-wheel, which is another form of Minnesota's charitable gambling wing. So they do a lot giving back to scholarships for the youth of the area. And they've even helped out kiddos just like our son that would go to, whether it's Children's Minneapolis or any other, we'll say hospital or treatment related issues. Our son was born hypoplastic left heart, and so we spent a little bit of time at the Ronald McDonald House up at Children's Minneapolis.
That's our #1 charity.
We love it, and they do amazing things year-round for so many families, and we never really realized, how good of a program it was and what it did. It was always something that you'd want to help with, and it was great to contribute, throw some change in it, or collect your pop tabs. But when we actually sat there for 3 weeks to a month during our first stay, it really made us wonder what we could do to give back. And so we started our Brewed with Heart series. We were kind of introduced to the heart world really quick, and I called Kevin and I said, I've got an idea for my beer that I wanted to do, but we're gonna have to make some changes. So instead of just making it blue or pink, we incorporated his birth weight of 6 pounds, 15 ounces worth of wheat into a saison. We under-oxygenate it because that's the style of condition. That's what his heart has to deal with, is a lower oxygen tolerance, and that stresses out the yeast and it gives it a little bit more of that spicy flavor. It's not a traditional way that any professional brewer would really condone, because it's an unhealthy way to feed the yeast, but it still makes a really cool beer. It's just really hard to replicate, so we do it every year on his birthday, and then we make a blueberry version of it because he's considered a blue baby, and so we do 6 pounds, 15 ounces of blueberries for every barrel of beer goes into that recipe for our little boy Blue.
How's the little guy doing?
Soren is doing well. He actually just came in the other day with me, and we brewed one of our 5-gallon Fridays that we like to do. He wanted to do something that was called a goofball beer because he was being silly that day, and I asked him if he'd like to make that with anything, what would it be? And he said gumballs. So we're gonna do a gumball version of our Candy Cove Kolsch, and we'll have that out for one of our upcoming 5-gallon Fridays that we'll release. So plenty of random things on the calendar. Give us a look on Facebook or Instagram. Check us out online. We'll be here for it, and it's also got the calendar for all of our food trucks that we do out front too.
That's awesome, guys. Cheers to you guys. It's been a pleasure.
Thanks for coming out.
Oh gosh.
Well, how was it?
Oh, it was fabulous. I'm so full.
I bet.
I think we did a really great job today showing all of our viewers what it's like to be in the southwest suburbs, especially a great city like Prior Lake.
I agree. From all the fun things to do at the orchard, to touring that beautiful home by the lake, and ending the day at a local brewery, it's been a pretty darn great day.
It has. I hope that all of you gather your own inspiration for your American dream. It's been a pleasure today. Why don't we head back to the Edina building and see how things are going over there?
Sounds great.
After you.